Dune Part 2, 2024. When Denis Villeneuve returned to Arrakis, he brought a new ally with him. And no, it wasn't a sandworm, it was AI. One of the most striking visuals in the Dune universe is the Freeman's glowing, icy blue eyes. In the first film, VFX artists manually painted them in for every single shot, hundreds of times.
The actual company Wiley rotoscoped by hand, each eye with the pupil, the sclera, and did a fantastic job.
But for Dune Part 2, effects studio DNEG essentially trained a machine to do it for them. Paul Lambert, the VFX supervisor, explained that they fed the AI hundreds of shots from the first movie, teaching it exactly what the Freeman eye should look like.
I thought, well, we have all this data from the first movie. There's going to be a way in which we can reuse some of that, and that's exactly what we did. We took all that information of the eyes and the mats, and we trained a model so that when we had footage from Dune 2, we could apply that model to it.
The machine learned to identify human eyes, generate clean mats of each part, and tint them the signature spice blue consistently, instantly, and without hand painting each frame.
This time, the software were designed so the AI was like a way to help us to bring the level of realism that I want to the eyes of Part 2 of.
This wasn't just a time saver. It showed how AI can handle tedious VFX tasks so artists can focus on the creative shots. So Arrakis didn't get smarter, but the filmmaking did. Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga, 2024. AI in a Mad Max film sounds strange, right? Because after all, this franchise is known for real explosions, real cars, and real madness. But when it came to seamlessly aging the film's protagonist, AI became essential. Young Furiosa, played by Alila Brown, had to gradually resemble Anna Taylor-Joy as the story progressed.
We don't actually look that much alike, it's AI, which is really crazy. They were able to composite our faces together, and it works on a scale. So at the beginning of the movie, it's 35% my face, and then it goes all the way up to 80.
Instead of old-school CGI morphing, George Miller's team used Revise, a machine learning tool that blended their facial features in stages. As Furiosa grows older, the AI suddenly shifts Brown's facial structure to match Taylor-Joy, creating one of the most seamless age progressions ever put on film. But the true AI wizardry came from Metaphysic, who resurrected the Bullet Farmer by combining the likeness of the late actor Richard Carter with the performance by stand-in actor Lee Perry. Their neural toolset was trained on footage from Mad Max Fury Road, essentially learning Carter's facial expressions so it could bring him back convincingly. This wasn't a deepfake gimmick. It was AI being used as a respectful extension of an actor's legacy.
How did they find this girl? She looks so similar. Except for the eye color, I was just like, how do y'all look like so similar?
The Irishman, 2019. Before AI became the big buzzword it is today, Martin Scorsese's The Irishman was already pushing boundaries of the technology. The challenge? De-age De Niro, Pacino, and Pesci across several decades without using facial tracking markers. ILM's solution was partly digital artistry and partly AI-powered face swap software.
With the new technology and all that, this opens up everything that anyone can play anyone or anything now.
I don't feel that way, personally. It's a form of makeup. I don't think you feel that way as an actor. I think you feel that as an actor, you're playing a role. It doesn't matter what you look like.
The program studied hundreds of reference films including Goodfellas, Home Alone, Casino, and The Godfather Part 2, learning how each actor's face looked at different ages and conditions. After rendering their younger faces, ILM would run the images through the AI database, which then suggested the most accurate angles and lighting conditions based on real archival footage.
It was called a three-headed monster. It didn't look like a monster to me, though. It was kind of nice.
It wasn't just CGI. It was a machine literally learning what young De Niro is supposed to look like. The Star Wars franchise. Star Wars has always been a playground for new technology. And in recent years, AI has become its new Jedi power. In Rogue One, filmmakers used machine learning-aided deepfake technology to bring back Princess Leia and Grand Moff Tarkin as their younger selves. Instead of fully recasting, VFX teams trained AI models on archival footage of Carrie Fisher and Peter Cushing to reconstruct their likenesses.
Oh, very good, everybody.
Making digital humans is one of the hardest things you can do. And so we were very, very immediately excited and immediately terrified.
And the tech only got better. In The Mandalorian, a fan deepfake artist named Shamuk uploaded an improved version of Disney's de-aged Luke Skywalker on YouTube. The video went viral. So viral, in fact, that Lucasfilm hired him in 2021. That event became a milestone. One of the first times a fan's AI deepfake literally upgraded $1 billion franchise. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, 2021. Before AI in movies became a hot debate on social media, Marvel was already quietly using it. Rising Sun Pictures worked on about 300 shots in Shang-Chi. Instead of manually compositing actors' faces onto stunt performers, they used machine learning trained on 30,000 face images, creating models for 5 characters and running more than 4 million training iterations. The result? Stunt doubles throwing punches at superhuman speeds, but with completely realistic actor faces.
Yeah, we had an amazing stunt team led by Chris Brewster, who, you know, those guys were crazy. They did all kinds of stuff. And
Tony Clark from Rising Sun said this level of realism would have been unheard of just a couple years earlier. Shang-Chi wasn't just a martial arts showcase. It was a quiet preview of the future of stunt work. Thor: Love and Thunder, 2022. Remember baby Thor? Cute, chaotic, wildly unrealistic, and fully AI enhanced. Using a real infant as reference, reportedly the son of former Disney CEO Bob Chapek, Rising Sun Pictures built a machine learning model to generate a digital baby Thor.
You can change anything in post, and I think post is such a capable environment these days. In the visual effects world, we're going to see simpler tools. We're going to see more power. It'll become more democratized.
Unlike traditional deepfake methods, this technique blended animation with an AI-trained library of baby expressions, giving the character genuine lifelike motion. This is one of the clearest examples of AI turning something that could have looked uncanny into something surprisingly believable. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, 2023. Marvel used another AI tool for this one, though most viewers would never know unless they read The Hollywood Reporter. The Canadian studio Mars introduced Vanity AI, designed to do subtle digital touch-ups, de-aging, hairline adjustments, removing blemishes, basically digital cosmetics. In Quantumania, it was used on certain shots involving Catherine Newton's character, Cassie Lang. The tech works by having an artist correct a single frame, then using AI to extrapolate the adjustment across entire shots or sequences. Mars says the system is so efficient that many studios will rely on it without even mentioning it.
To join the MCU was the biggest dream come true. I've been dreaming about being a Marvel superhero since I saw Iron Man when I was 8 years old with my dad in the movie theater, and I said that I wanted to be the biggest Marvel superhero of all time.
The Electric State, 2025. The Russo brothers embraced AI more openly than most filmmakers. For The Electric State, they confirmed using AI-powered voice modulation.
So we're always looking to push the boundaries of technology, so we're acutely aware, though, of its inherent dangers as well, and there's a lot of existential issues surrounding AI.
Likely to adjust dialogue delivery, tone, or vocal clarity in key scenes. Joe Russo described it as something any 10-year-old could do after a TikTok tutorial, showing how accessible these tools have become.
So you can't have AI acting autonomously, it always has to go through a human, and that to me is the most important and simplest rule.
He also emphasized that generative AI is more suited to creative work than mission-critical tasks. If Dune used AI for eyes, and Marvel used AI for faces, The Electric State used AI for voices. It was subtle, but it marks yet another frontier for machine assistance in filmmaking. That's 8 minutes. Thank you for watching. Like the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more flops.